Hello to dear students. Welcome to our today's topic index number statistics subject 12 commerce. So moving further towards index number, our today's topic is cost of living index number. Cost of living index number, as you know, in the previous sum we have seen that in items there are different items you have given, say food you have given, clothes you have given, rent you have given, fuel, electricity charges that you have given. So the clubbing of that item in one way, one sentence, you can say it's a cost of living, and for that we are finding index number. So that is this how it comes, cost of living index number, right? Now, under cost of living index number, we have two methods. One is a total expenditure method. Another is a family budget method. The method is new, but the formula we have already studied. For total expenditure method, we have two formula. One, I is equal to sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. So exactly what you are understanding with this formula, this is nothing but a last year's index number, right? So either you can use last year's index number in total expenditure method, or you can use another formula which is sigma P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 into 100, which is again passes index number. So this is either or, any formula you can use. It is decided based on the information given in the example, right? And the another method, which is a family budget method, which is nothing but your weighted method, right? So I is equal to index number is equal to sigma IW upon sigma W, where I, as you know, it is P1 upon P0 into 100, and W means here, this is the new formula, right? For finding the W weight, you can find P0 into Q0. When you multiply P0 into Q0, you can get W, that is weight, right? So this how two method you have given, total expenditure method and family budget method. So just keep in mind, for total expenditure method, either you can use the last year's method or passes method. And for family budget, only one method you have to keep in mind, which is weighted, right? Let's see the sum. Illustration number 17. Find the cost of living index number by family budget method. That means that weight wali formula. From the following information about index number of different group of items for living and their weights. So group is given food items, clothes, electricity, fuel, house rent, miscellaneous. So these all are one kind of cost of living, right? Index number is given. Try to understand, beta. Index number is given. So index number, you can say this is what I is given. So here I is given, and weight, which is called W, is also given, right? Very simple sum. Let's see the solution. So for solution, you can write like this: group question you have given horizontally, you can make it vertically, right? So group food item, clothes, electricity, fuel, house rent, miscellaneous, you have given. Index number I is given and W is given, and our formula is sigma I W, right? So I into W, 281 into 46, 12,926, 177 into 10, 1770, 178 into 7, 1246, 210 into 12, 2520, and 242 into 25, 6050. And the total of this is your sigma IW, which is 24,512. And this is your sigma W. The total of W is sigma W, which is 100. Okay. Now, moving further, just put it into your formula. I is equal to sigma IW upon sigma W, 24512 divided by 100. So your answer is 245.12. This is your index number using family budget method. Okay. Next, illustration number 80. Calculate the cost of living index number by total expenditure method and family budget method. So here you have to find cost of living index number using both the method, total expenditure as well as family budget method. For the year 2015 with the base year 2014 using the following data. So here item you have given wheat, rice, tur dal, oil, cloth and kerosene. Unit you have given. This is what we have seen in the previous lecture, previous video. Quintal is given, but the quantity is given in kg. So this quintal is converted into 1 kg, right? And if this is converted, if this unit is converted into 1 kg, quantity remains same because it is given in kg, right? But the price here given in 1 quintal. And as you know, 1 quintal is equal to 100 kg. So this price is divided by 100. So it becomes for 1 kg, how much is the price? 16 and 18. Okay, you can see here. Wheat converted into 1 kg, Q0 remains same 35 and this price is 16 and 18. Okay. Now for rice, unit is given in kg and quantity is also given in kg. No need to change it, right? Tur dal, kg, no need to change. Oil, liter. Cloth, meter. Kerosene, liter. So there is no need to change, right? So first we'll calculate using the total expenditure method. We have Q0, P0, P1. And for total expenditure method, we have either last year or past year, but here Q0 is given, so only last year's formula can apply, right? So which is the formula of last year's? Sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0. So first you need to find P1 Q0. So P1 into Q0. 35 into 18, 630, 25 into 45, 1125, 20 into 120, 2400, 10 into 90, 900, 20 into 45, 900, 15 into 35, 525. Then the total of this is your sigma P1 Q0, which is 6480. After that, we require P0 Q0, so it's multiplication of P0 into Q0. So 35 into 16, 560, 25 into 40, 1000, 20 into 60, 1200, 10 into 80, 800, 20 into 30, 600, and 15 into 28, 420. The total of this is your sigma P0 Q0, which is 4580. Okay. So index number by total expenditure method, sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100, 6480 divided by 4580 into 100. So your answer is 141.48. So this is using total expenditure method. Okay, fine, clear? Okay. Now, the next method is family budget method, right? So again, we have Q0, P0, P1, but the formula for family budget method is IW upon sigma W. So first you require I, and how to calculate I, how to find I? For that we have formula P1 upon P0 into 100, right? So this is your P1, this is P0. 18 divided by 16 into 100, 112.5. 45 divided by 40 into 100, 112.5. 120 divided by 16 into 100, 200. 90 divided by 18 into 100, 112.5. 45 divided by 30 into 100, 150, and 35 divided by 28 into 100, 125. Okay. Now we have W. Sorry, this you have to find out W. How we can find out? For that we have formula P0 into Q0. So if you find P0 into Q0, you can have a W, that is weight, right? So this is your P0 and this is your Q0. So 35 into 16, 560. 25 into 40,000. 20 into 60, 1200. 10 into 80, 800. 20 into 30, 600, and 15 into 28, 420. The total of this is, you can say, sigma W. Okay. And now in formula we require sigma IW. So I, this is your I and this is your W. Multiplication of this. 112.5 into 560, 63,000. 112.5 into 1000, 1,12,500. 200 into 1200, 2,40,000. 112.5 into 800, 90,000. 150 into 600, 90,000. 125 into 420, 52,500. So the total answer is, which is called sigma IW, is 6,48,000, right? So all the information required for family budget method we have. Just put it into the formula. So your formula is sigma IW upon sigma W, 6,48,000 divided by 450. Our answer is 141.48. Okay, I hope it is clear. Moving for the next sum. Illustration number 19. The data referring to worker class of CT are as follow. Find the general index number for the year 2014 and 2015. So 2014, 15, both years you have to calculate general index number. If the wages of these workers in 2014 are increased by 5% in the year 2015, and this rise in wages sufficient to maintain their standard of living. Try to understand this question. This is quite new one in this sum, right? See, cost of living index number is what? Just now I stated you. See, cost of living index number is, this is the cost for maintaining your livings, right? That is cost for clothes, cost for fuel, cost for rent. So these are clubbing of all this is the cost of living, right? Now try to understand. If we take the previous example and the answer of this and try to interpret it, see, this answer is 141.48. This means what? As compared to its base year, that is 2014 is the base year. So as compared to 2014, presently, how much altogether, how much increase in the price? Altogether it is 141.48. So what is the percentage increase? 141.48 minus 100 as compared to base year. 41.48% increase in your cost of living, or in a simple words, I would say increase in your expenses, right? Due to inflation. Okay. Now, try to understand here. Here you have stated that the wages, I would say this is the income of worker, right? So here, as compared to 2014, in 2015, the income or wages of that worker is increased by 5%. That means, let's say if it is 100 in 2014, then in 2015, it would be 105. So only 5% increase in income, right? But let's take an example that that workers expense is increased by 141.48. Now you tell me whether it is sufficient of increasing in their income. Obviously not, because their expense is increased by 41.48, I would say 41%, right? But their income is increased only by 5%. So obviously it is not sufficient. Whatever percentage increase in their cost of living, the same percentage should be increased in their income, in their wages. Then it would be, you can say, sufficient. But here there is a vast difference. Only 5% income is increased and 41% cost of living is increased, right? So that increase in wages is obviously not the sufficient. This is what the comment you have to give at the end. Is it clear, right? Let's see the example. So in this sum, again you have to calculate cost of living index number. But that cost of living index number should be compared with the income, compared with the wages. I hope it is clear, right? So, which method of cost of living index number is not given, but based on the information you can identify the weight is given. Yes, so when weight is given, it is which method? Family budget method. Group index number of 2014. This is beta, you can say I1 is given because 2 index number is given. And this is, you can say I2 is given. Okay. So I1 and I2 is given, right? So this is given for finding the individual. For 2014 index number you have to calculate, and for 2015 both you have to calculate. So that's why this 2 index number is given. So first we'll find only for 2014 index number, which we call I1. I we have, W we have, the formula we have IW, right? So this is for 2014. I into W, 48 into 210, 10,080. 18 into 220, 3960. 8 into 210, 1680. 12 into 200, 2400. And 14 into 210, 2940. So this is your sigma IW. And we already have the total of this W, which is 100, which is called sigma W. So let's find first 2014's cost of living index number. So cost of living index number of 2014 sigma IW upon sigma W, or you can say sigma I1W upon sigma W. 21,060 divided by 100. So your answer is the 2014 living index number is 210.60, right? Now for 2015, the W, that is weight, remains same, but index number would be changed. Here 2015 index number is given here. Now I into W, so 48 into 230, 11,040. 18 into 225, 4,050. Then 8 into 220, it is 1760. 12 into 200, 2400, and 14 into 235, 3290. So this is your Sigma IW 22,540. We already have Sigma W, which is 100, right? So 2015 index number Sigma IW upon Sigma W 22,540 divided by 100, which is 225.40, right? So as compared to previous year, that is base year 2014, how much percentage increase in 2015 in cost of living index number? Approximate, I would say 15%, right? Exactly, you can say 15.60%. So in simple word, I would say your expenses increase by 15%. And how much percentage of your income is increasing as compared to base year? Only 5%. Now you tell me the answer, whether it is sufficient. Obviously no, it is not sufficient, because our income is increased only by 5% and our cost of living or our expense is increased by 15.60%. This would be the answer, this would be the comment. Is it clear? Simple question, right? Now let's see the next question. Illustration number 20. The following are data obtained from the budget inquiry of middle class families. State the change in cost of living index number of the current year with respect to base year 2014 by finding index number. If the average monthly disposable income of family budget is 30,000 during 2014 and average monthly disposable income during the year 2015 is 35,000, then according to family budget index number, what should be rise in average monthly disposable income of family to maintain same standard of living of the base year, right? Try to understand what happened here. If we compare this sum with the previous one, in the previous sum, directly the percentage increase of their income is given, which is 5%. Here indirectly it is given. Here you have to find out that how much percentage increase in their income, and how you can calculate. Try to understand. See, in the year 2014 their income is 30,000. In 2015 it is 35,000, right? So for 2015, what will be the index number? If I write here, it is 35,000 divided by base year is 30,000 into 100. Okay, so your answer is 116.67. This would be the answer, right? So what is the percentage increase as compared to 2014? Increase, I would ask. It is 16.67%. This much is increasing, and there in previous sum 5% increasing, right? So again, first you have to calculate cost of living index number and compare it with this 16.67%. Is it clear? Let's see. So in the information you have given group item, you can say food, cloth, rent, fuel, miscellaneous, weight, which is W is given. So obviously using which method? Family budget method. Percentage price relative of the group in the year 2015. Don't say this is a P1. This is not only price. This is percentage price, and when your price is given in percentage, it is index number you have given, right? Starting from the first sum, you can see for every index number we multiply by 100, right? So always index number is in percentage, it is in 100, right? So this is I is given and W is given. So first calculate cost of living index number, I and W. So the total of W is 100 over here, which you can say this is sigma W. Now we require IW, so I into W, 130 into 45, 5850, 150 into 20, 3000, 120 into 15, 1800, 160 into 10, 1600, and 120 into 10, 1200. So the total is 13,450, which you can say sigma IW. Now find the index number using family budget method. Sigma IW upon sigma W, 13,450 divided by 100. This is 134.5, right? So how much percentage increase as compared to previous year? 34.5, right? And your income is increased by 16.67%. Now you tell me whether it is sufficient. No, right? To compare it, to come into the same level of cost of living index number, how much percentage should be increased in your income? The difference of this should be increased. This is the answer. Is it clear? So this is your illustration number 20. If you like this video, please like it. You can share it to your friend as well, and you can subscribe my Mayur Goswami channel. Thank you so much, and wait for the next video. Okay? Thank you.